If you have a spare tyre, you could be suffering from one of the most deadly health conditions of the 21st century, metabolic syndrome. Today I'm going to talk about one of the main causes of excessive fat accumulation around the abdomen. It's a condition that many people suffer from, and they are not aware of the cause and possible consequences. It could be called the fat belly syndrome. The excess accumulation of fat around the abdomen is not just an uncomfortable or undesirable condition. It is an indicator or warning that can lead to many forms of diseases such as diabetes and cardiovascular disease if left untreated. Other symptoms include high cholesterol, poor blood sugar regulation, high blood pressure, fatigue, impotence, obesity, sleep apnea, blurred vision, fatty liver, accelerated aging, stroke, cancer, and many other highly undesirable conditions. This condition has been called Metabolic Syndrome X and insulin resistance, meaning that although the body produces adequate amount of insulin, it cannot get into the cells. An estimated 65% of Australian adults suffer from this condition, and it can be prevented by adjustments in lifestyle, including diet and exercise. I do not wish to scare you, but if you ignore what your body is telling you and do not make the required changes, I believe that there is a very high likelihood that you will be affected by any one or more of the above medical conditions. It has been reported that metabolic syndrome is now recognized as a major contributing factor behind the two major causes of death in our society: heart disease and cancer. It is good advice for you to work with a competent and caring health professional, but this might not be enough. You also need to become properly informed about the facts surrounding this condition and possible consequences, and take responsibility for your health and well-being, your life and your actions. Do something about it now while you can. You don't need to suffer the consequences of it because there are known natural remedies together with lifestyle changes that can prevent and even cure this menacing condition. Some of these natural herbal remedies are readily available and include herbs like cinnamon, gymnema, fenugreek seeds, and holy basil. But there are other remedies that can be used, such as green tea and stevia. Now we are going to talk about the causes. You need to be properly informed regarding the factors which can contribute to this condition. First and foremost is mental stress. When this occurs, the body cells go into shutdown mode, and so the body gets sick. It doesn't matter what you eat. The cells don't absorb nutrients. Studies have shown this. You might not even realize this level of stress, since it has been discovered that it originates from the subconscious mind. Other conditions that can cause metabolic syndrome are lack of exercise, poor diet, excessive consumption of alcohol, and smoking. An unhealthy or inappropriate diet can certainly be a major contributor. The foods that you should avoid to help you to prevent or overcome these conditions are processed and fast foods, refined sugars, fructose, white flour products, white rice, corn syrup, whole wheat bread, concentrated fruit juices, margarine, genetically modified foods, diet drinks and fried foods. I was born in southern Italy, in a small town, and we lived on what is now become known as the Mediterranean diet. Many health benefits have been attributed to this way of eating, drinking and lifestyle. The diet was simple and wholesome and didn't include the barrage of chemical additives of the modern Western diet. Genetically modified foods did not exist, and industrially prepared foods were virtually unknown at that time. There were hardly, if any, chemicals such as fluoride and chlorine added to our drinking water, and we drank a little wine even as children. The air we breathed was relatively clean, and there was little or no industrial pollution or exhaust fumes from motor cars. We walked a lot, ate bread produced from the locally grown wheat and baked in wood-fired ovens. We ate lots of in-season fresh fruits and ate very little meat. Meat was very expensive, and only well-off and rich people could afford it on a regular basis. I must emphasize that diet alone is not the answer to good health. It must include any necessary lifestyle changes and balance in work and leisure and a healthy relations with the world. School time was from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. There was little or no homework, no television, and very little money. Children spent the rest of the day playing outdoors with sticks and rocks and invented simple games to play. At night time, adults read to groups that included all ages or told interesting stories. Overeating, that is, eating more than what the body can process, is not a wise thing to do either. That in itself can lead to this condition, as can the mixing of different food types at the same meal. In our society, we eat too many sweet and fatty foods, often the wrong types of fat. There has been a campaign by certain self-interested groups to promote low-fat foods. My experience tells me that there are healthy fats that are good for you. They are essential for bodily health, whilst processed fats that are heated to high temperatures, such as in frying, are detrimental to health. Bitter foods and herbs, which are cleansing to the liver, are often missing in the Western diet. It must be stressed that one of the main functions of the liver is the burning of bad fats off your body. Examples of bitter foods include chicory, milk thistle, horseradish, bitter melon, wild asparagus, radicchio, wintercress and dandelion. I will now give a brief summary of the Mediterranean diet, one of the diets which is deemed to be healthy. It consists of high consumption of extra virgin olive oil, moderate consumption of fish as a replacement for meat and poultry, low to moderate consumption of dairy foods, high consumption of organic whole grains, moderate consumptions of organic wine, high consumption of garlic, high consumption of tomato sauce, preferably not canned tomatoes, high consumption of nuts and seeds, particularly almonds, high consumptions of legumes, along with organic fruits and vegetables. This is the Mediterranean diet in a nutshell. For optimum health, make sure you eat some fresh organic fruit, vegetables and herbs on a daily basis, and that you balance work and leisure activities in order to minimize levels of stress. Would you like access to more natural healing knowledge? Enter your details on our website or email me